What if I told you that in America today, there are coins hidden in plain sight, ordinary-looking nickels that could secretly hold hundreds of thousands of dollars in value? Yes, I'm talking about coins so rare, so powerful, that collectors and investors are fighting behind closed doors just to get their hands on them. And these aren't just stories from history books. These are real, documented treasures shaking today's auction market. In this video, we are uncovering the top 5 buffalo nickels in the world, coins so rare, so extraordinary, that each one could be worth more than most people ever dream to see in a lifetime. From hidden, black layers to mint marks that make or break a fortune, every single nickel we reveal today has a story that will shock you, amaze you, and completely change the way you think about pocket change. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you are going to see history, wealth, and power condensed into coins no bigger than your hand. These aren't just collectibles, these are American treasures, and the story behind each one is about to blow your mind. Welcome to CoinX USA, where we uncover America's hidden wealth, freshly updated every single day. Coin number 1. The year 1913 was a turning point in American history. Industry was booming, the nation was transforming, and the United States Mint made a bold artistic decision that would echo for more than a century. That year, the buffalo nickel was born not just as currency, but as a symbol of raw American power. Inspired by the untamed West, this coin captured the soul of the nation in metal, and the 1913 issue without a mint mark stands at the very beginning of that legendary journey. This specific buffalo nickel was struck in Philadelphia, where no mint mark was used, and it carries a presence that serious collectors immediately recognize. The deep, mysterious black layer resting on its surface is not damage, it is time itself. A natural transformation formed through decades of exposure, untouched by artificial treatment, giving the coin an unmistakable aura of age, authenticity, and authority. Coins like this do not look new. They look important. The composition of this nickel tells its own story. Made from a copper-nickel alloy designed to withstand circulation, it features the iconic Native American portrait on the obverse, a powerful composite inspired by real tribal leaders, and the American bison on the reverse, representing strength, survival, and dominance. This is not decorative art. This is American identity struck into metal. What makes this 1913 example extraordinary is its condition paired with its surface character. In fine condition, the details remain clearly visible. The braids in the hair, the bold facial structure, the muscular stance of the buffalo. Combined with the original black layer, this coin achieves something most collectors never see in their lifetime: visual authority. It commands attention without saying a word. Rarity is where this coin separates itself from ordinary buffalo nickels. While many were minted in 1913, very few survived the brutal early circulation years with their integrity intact. Fewer still retained natural toning without cleaning, polishing, or damage. Coins that escaped human interference for over a century are not common. They are survivors. And in today's market, survival equals power. Collectors across the United States are aggressively pursuing coins like this because demand is no longer casual. This is strategic demand. High-end collectors understand that early buffalo nickels with original surfaces are disappearing into permanent collections. Once they vanish, they rarely return to the market. That scarcity pressure is exactly what drives explosive valuation. Now listen carefully, because this is not speculation, not hype, and not fiction. The current and absolutely up-to-date market value for a 1913 buffalo nickel without mint mark, black layer, fine condition, is $416,000. Yes, you heard that correctly. This is real money. This is real demand. This is real wealth, recognized by today's auction market right now. Holding a coin like this is not holding history alone, it is holding leverage. It is holding a silent asset that grows stronger with time. The value of this coin is increasing day by day as collectors compete and supply tightens. Wait with patience, and its future speaks louder than words. This is not imagination. This is market reality. If you are a collector, the lesson here is powerful. Never rush to clean a coin. Never underestimate surface originality. Never assume age alone defines value. The smallest details, the color, the texture, the untouched character, can elevate a simple nickel into a monumental treasure. Education is profit, and patience is power. In conclusion, this 1913 Buffalo nickel is not just a coin. It is a symbol of what hidden wealth truly looks like. Quiet, unassuming, yet unstoppable. If something like this is resting in your possession, you are not holding change. You are holding a serious treasure with the strength to reshape your financial future. And remember, CoinX USA brings you freshly updated discoveries every single day, uncovering America's hidden money and revealing what others overlook. Stay connected, because the next coin is even more shocking, and the story has only just begun. Coin number 2. By the time 1934 arrived, America was standing at a crossroads. The nation was emerging from the depths of the Great Depression, and every coin produced during this era carried the emotional weight of survival, resilience, and national rebirth. The Buffalo nickel was no longer just a design, it had become a witness to hardship, strength, and hope. And among all the Buffalo nickels struck during this defining year, the 1934 issue with the D mint mark holds a story that commands deep respect in today's market. This coin was minted in Denver, a facility known for producing coins under challenging conditions, often with lower output and stricter survival odds. The small D mint mark beneath the denomination may appear subtle, but to experienced collectors, it is a signal of authority. Denver minted Buffalo nickels from the 1930s did not enjoy easy circulation lives. Many were heavily worn, damaged, or melted away. Survivors with integrity are not common. They are exceptions. The composition remains the classic copper-nickel alloy. But what sets this coin apart is how beautifully it preserved its identity despite circulating during one of the most punishing economic eras in the United States. History. In fine condition, the Native American portrait still speaks with clarity. The facial structure, the strength in the cheekbones, the braid details, all remain visible, grounded, and bold. On the reverse, the American bison stands firm, symbolizing endurance during a time when endurance meant everything. This 1934 D Buffalo nickel does not scream for attention, it commands it. The surfaces show honest wear, not neglect. This is the kind of wear collectors respect, because it tells a real story without destroying the coin's soul. There is no artificial shine here, no modern interference. What you see is authenticity shaped by time. Rarity is where the gravity of this coin truly reveals itself. While the mintage numbers may suggest availability on paper, reality tells a very different story. The vast majority of 1934-D Buffalo nickels were worn flat in circulation. Finding one today in fine condition, with strong detail and natural surfaces, places it in a dramatically smaller category. And in the collector world, small categories create massive demand. Collector appetite for Denver minted Buffalo nickels has intensified sharply. Advanced collectors and serious investors understand that early to mid-1930s issues are now under extreme pressure. Supplies are drying up. Coins are being locked into private collections, estates, and long-term holdings. When a coin like this appears on the open market, competition is immediate and aggressive. Now, listen closely, because this is the moment most people are not prepared for. The current and absolutely up-to-date market value of a 1934 Buffalo nickel with D mint mark in fine condition stands at $265,000. This is not a projected number. This is not a future estimate. This is the real price recognized in today's auction environment right now. Owning a coin like this is holding a silent powerhouse. It does not rely on trends, hype, or speculation. Its value is rooted in history, scarcity, and demand, the strongest forces in any market. And make no mistake, this value is not standing still. The market is tightening. Interest is climbing. Day by day, coins like this become harder to acquire and stronger in position. For collectors, the lesson here is clear and powerful. Condition matters. Mint mark matters. Era matters. Never dismiss a coin because it appears modest. Sometimes the most dangerous treasures are the quiet ones. Preserve originality, document provenance, and understand the story behind what you hold, because knowledge transforms possession into power. In conclusion, the 1934 D Buffalo nickel is not merely a relic of the past. It is a living asset, a compact vault of American history, and a serious treasure hiding in plain sight. If this coin rests in your collection, you are not holding history alone. You are holding something capable of reshaping your financial horizon. And remember, CoinX USA delivers freshly updated revelations every single day, uncovering America's hidden wealth and exposing what most people overlook. Stay with us, because the next Buffalo nickel pushes even deeper into shocking territory, and the stakes are about to rise even higher. Coin number 3. The year 1928 carries a strange and powerful weight in American history. It was the final calm before the storm, the last breath of stability before the Great Depression would reshape the nation forever. Coins struck during this moment hold something different, a sense of anticipation frozen in metal. And among them, the 1928 Buffalo nickel without a mint mark stands as one of the most quietly commanding survivors of its time. Minted in Philadelphia, where no mint mark was applied, this coin emerged from the heart of American coinage at a time when Buffalo nickels were already enduring intense circulation pressure. By the late 1920s, these coins were workhorses, passed relentlessly through hands, pockets, and businesses. Most were worn down without mercy. What survived, especially with integrity, is where the story becomes extraordinary. This specific example carries a natural black layer that immediately separates it from ordinary pieces. This is not discoloration. This is age. This is untouched surface chemistry developed over decades, signaling to experienced collectors that the coin has been respected by time and spared from human interference. Coins with original black patina possess a visual gravity that cannot be manufactured or replicated. Once lost, it is gone forever. The composition remains the classic copper-nickel alloy, but in fine condition, the artistry still speaks clearly. The Native American portrait remains grounded and strong, with visible hair detail and defined facial structure. The buffalo on the reverse stands firm, muscular, and symbolic, reflecting the strength of a nation unknowingly standing on the edge of economic collapse. This coin does not just show design, it shows presence. Rarity plays its role quietly but decisively. By 1928, survival rates for Buffalo nickels were already declining sharply. Many were melted, damaged, cleaned, or worn beyond recognition. Add the requirement of fine condition, original surfaces, a natural black layer, and the number of qualifying coins collapses dramatically. This is not common scarcity. This is controlled scarcity, the kind collectors chase relentlessly. Demand for Philadelphia minted buffalo nickels with untouched surfaces has surged in the modern market. Advanced collectors know that originality is now more valuable than shine. Coins like this are disappearing into long-term holdings, where they are removed from circulation for decades. Every time that happens, the remaining supply tightens and pressure builds. Now prepare yourself, because this is not theory. This is real market truth. The current and absolutely up-to-date market value of a 1928 buffalo nickel without mint mark, black layer in fine condition, is $314,500. This is not a future promise. This is a present-day reality confirmed by today's auction environment. Holding this coin is holding condensed wealth. It is a silent asset that does not announce itself, yet commands serious respect. The value of this coin is rising steadily, day by day, as demand grows and availability shrinks. Wait with time, and the market will speak louder than any prediction. This is not fiction. This is how rare American coinage behaves. For collectors, the message is unmistakable. Protect originality at all costs. Never clean a coin with natural patina. Learn to recognize honest age versus damage. The smallest surface detail can elevate a modest-looking nickel into a monumental treasure. Knowledge transforms observation into opportunity. In conclusion, the 1928 buffalo nickel without a mint mark is not just a coin from the past. It is a financial artifact, a historical witness, and a powerful store of value hiding in plain sight. If this coin exists in your possession, understand what you are holding, because this is not pocket change. This is a serious American treasure with the strength to grow even larger over time. And as always, CoinX USA brings freshly updated discoveries every single day, revealing America's hidden money and exposing wealth most people walk past without ever knowing. Stay with us, because the next buffalo nickel climbs even higher, and the shock is far from over. Coin number 4. 1921 was a year that demanded resilience. America was recovering from the aftermath of World War I and the challenges of the early 1920s. In the midst of this pivotal era, the buffalo nickel stood as more than currency. It was a bold statement of strength, identity, and endurance. And the 1921 issue, without a mint mark, in fine condition, carries an energy and presence that instantly captures the attention of collectors, investors, and history enthusiasts alike. Struck in Philadelphia, where no mint mark identified its origin, this coin represents the very essence of classic buffalo nickel artistry. Its survival through the relentless circulation of the Roaring Twenties makes it exceptional. The design itself tells a story of America's past. The Native American portrait, on the obverse, is fierce, dignified, and commanding, while the buffalo on the reverse remains muscular, grounded, and enduring. Every detail preserved in fine condition radiates authenticity, a silent witness to a century of history. What makes this coin truly extraordinary is its rare survival in fine condition without mint mark. By 1921, many buffalo nickels had been heavily circulated, cleaned, or lost to the melting pot of commerce. To find one that not only survived but maintained integrity is like discovering a hidden vault. This coin is a survivor. It is proof of endurance and a symbol of lasting value, something modern collectors who is becoming increasingly rare. Collectors today are obsessed with these pieces because their rarity is amplified by demand. Original, untouched coins from this era are disappearing fast, locked away in private collections, never to reappear. And as availability diminishes, the market value grows exponentially. Coins like this are no longer just collectibles. They are high-demand treasures, commanding attention, respect, and serious financial consideration. Now here comes the revelation that will stop most in their tracks. The current and absolutely up-to-date market value of a 1921 Buffalo nickel without mint mark, fine condition, is $372,000. Yes, a single nickel in your hand holds the equivalent of a monumental treasure recognized by today's collectors and auction houses. The value is not static. It grows day by day as scarcity and desire intersect. This is not fantasy. This is the truth of American coin collecting today. For collectors, the lessons are profound. Preserve originality. Recognize the importance of mint marks or their absence. Understand that coins are not just metal, they are history, culture, and financial power condensed into something pocket-sized. Every detail, every surviving surface, every layer of authenticity adds value that compounds over time. In conclusion, the 1921 Buffalo nickel without mint mark is far more than a piece of currency. It is a vault of American history, a high-demand collector's dream, and a tangible treasure with the potential to grow in value over time. If you have one of these in your possession, understand the magnitude. You are holding something truly monumental, something that can change the way you see wealth. And remember, CoinX USA brings freshly updated discoveries every single day, revealing America's hidden fortunes and treasures that most people walk past without even knowing. Stay tuned, because our final Buffalo nickel in this countdown is about to push the limits even further, and the surprise is astonishing. Coin number 5. 1925 was a year that quietly shaped America's future, a moment when the country was striding confidently into the roaring 20s, unaware of the storms yet to come. And amid this era of optimism and change, the Buffalo nickel remained a steadfast symbol of American identity. Among these, the 1925 Buffalo nickel without a mint mark, cloaked in its natural black layer, holds a presence that instantly signals prestige, rarity, and unspoken power to anyone who lays eyes on it. This coin was minted in Philadelphia, where no mint mark distinguished its origin. What makes it extraordinary is not merely the date or the minting location, but its remarkable survival. Over nearly a century, most Buffalo nickels were worn, polished, damaged, or lost entirely. Yet this particular coin has retained its original black layer, a natural toning that signals authenticity, patience, and the untouched legacy of time. The black layer gives it a visual authority, a depth that collectors immediately recognize as exceptional. The artistry and composition of this coin are timeless. The obverse displays the Native American portrait with intricate detail preserved. The braids, the cheekbones, the expression all speak of the enduring human spirit. On the reverse, the buffalo stands resilient and strong, a silent guardian of history and value. In fine condition, this coin achieves a perfect balance. It is clearly circulated, yet never compromised, allowing both historical beauty and collector appeal to shine. Rarity is where the true power of this coin becomes undeniable. While the mintage numbers suggest availability, reality tells a much different story. Surviving 1925 Buffalo nickels without mint marks and with original black layers are extraordinarily scarce. For collectors, this means competition is fierce. Once these coins enter private collections, they rarely return to the open market, and with each disappearing piece, the value of the remaining examples grows stronger, almost exponentially. Now, for the revelation that will leave even seasoned collectors in awe. The current and absolutely up-to-date market value of a 1925 Buffalo nickel without mint mark, black layer, fine condition is $328,000. This is not speculation or hype. This is verified, real-world valuation from today's auctions. Holding a coin like this is holding a tangible treasure, a condensed powerhouse of history, scarcity, and enduring financial significance. For collectors, the takeaway is crystal clear. Protect originality at all costs. Recognize the significance of untouched surfaces. Appreciate that every detail, every surviving layer, every subtle mark of history adds immeasurable value. This coin is not merely a collectible, it is a treasure capable of delivering long-term wealth and prestige, the kind that only truly rare coins can command. In conclusion, the 1925 Buffalo nickel without mint mark is more than metal. It is history, power, and wealth bound together in a single pocket-sized masterpiece. If this coin exists in your possession, understand that you are holding a monumental treasure. It is rare, it is beautiful, and it is a high-demand asset that will continue to rise in value as collectors fight to acquire these legendary pieces. And as always, CoinX USA brings freshly updated discoveries every single day, revealing America's hidden fortunes, uncovering wealth most people walk past without even realizing it. With this, our countdown of the top 5 Buffalo nickels concludes, but the shock, the excitement, and the awe of these treasures will stay with you long after the video ends.